Hi, hello, and welcome back to F1 Challenge Career Mode. My name is Mephisto, and today we're heading off to France for round 10 of the 2003 Formula 1 season. Let's get started.
Located just a few kilometers south of Nevers, the Magny Cours circuit combines several short straights with an interesting selection of slow to medium speed turns, hairpins, and chicanes. Like the Spanish circuit de Catalunya, Magny Cours is a modern facility built specifically for motor racing.
Here's qualifying, where things could have gone a little bit better, but they didn't, and that is a 119.223, meaning that we'll start from somewhere in the back.
Hello there. Welcome to France. The weather, as so often is the case here, is just wonderful. Raikkonen first. Nick Heidfeld second. Cristiano D'Amata was consistently faster than his teammate. He starts third. Schumacher fourth. Fernando Alonso fifth. Ralph Furman sixth. Verstappen seventh. Jacques Villeneuve eighth. Juan Pablo Montoya ninth. Giancarlo Fisichella 10th. Barrichello 11th. Justin Wilson 12th. Heinz-Harald Frentzen 13th. Antonio Pizzonia 14th. The Toyota driver 15th. Coulthard 16th. Michael Schumacher just failed to match the pace of his championship rival. He starts 17th. Jarno Trulli 18th. Jenson Button 19th. Mark Webber 20th.
Here we are on the grid for the 2003 French Grand Prix. We have a very interesting lineup, and that should translate into an interesting race. Lights are out and we're off, and almost immediately there's contact. As I try to make myself around a few cars, almost crashed into Fisichella there, as we now rush up through this fast right-hander. But as things begin to settle, it should become faster. As we are now rushing towards the Adelaide hairpin, I always found it interesting that the corners on this circuit are named after other circuits: Adelaide, Nürburgring, Imola, Estoril. And I was forced to climb up on the curbing there, which slows me down a little bit. And we have another incident, so I think it is time for some replays. First we have the start, everyone's off and rushing into turn 1 on this very short straight, and we could see D'Amata's front wing flying through the air, as I made my way around some of the cars, and actually gained 5 places. And we are now on board with Cristiano D'Amata, who has a very good start compared to Raikkonen and crashes straight into the back of the McLaren, losing his front wing in the process. We are now following Michael Schumacher, who is all the way at the back. He goes around the Sauber and Barrichello. He's now right on Montoya's gearbox, then Jenson Button comes along and lightly taps the Ferrari. Well, that could have been worse, couldn't it? Oh, and there is yet another incident. Typical lap 1 shenanigans. So I guess we should take a look at that and see what happened. This one sounds fairly serious. And we're following Frentzen with Coulthard behind. They're coming out of Nürburgring, and suddenly Coulthard accelerates into the back of the Sauber that propels Frentzen into the back of the Ferrari of Barrichello. And what's interesting to me is the fact that the initial impact was strong enough for Frentzen to lose a wheel, yet Coulthard didn't lose any of his. But this means that we have 2 retirements already, Frentzen and Barrichello, who lost his rear wing. The AI just retires without rear wings for some reason. It's strange since it can be replaced, although it takes a lot of time. As I make a mistake through this tight left-hander, and now we're side by side with Montoya. Fortunately, I got a better exit and regained my position, so that's 8th place, and Fisichella's been pulling away slowly, so I might not be able to catch him. We've just started lap 9. As I come into turn 1, I take a bit too much of the curb on the exit there. Luckily, I was able to save it, but that slowed me down a lot. So now Montoya and Michael Schumacher are on top of me again. Gotta pay more attention. This is lap 11. We are now up in 4th, and Ralf Schumacher, who is the race leader, is in the pit, and I think we're close enough to pass him. It would be quite amazing. He's on the move again. This is going to be very close, and it actually looks like all top 4 cars are in the pit, so we might be able to take the lead of the race. That would be spectacular. And there's Ralf Schumacher just to our left. As we come into this fast right-hander, oh no, he comes out in front of us. Oh yes, we take the lead of the French Grand Prix. This is absolutely amazing. I won't be able to hold on for it for too long, since I still have to make my pit stop, but that doesn't stop it from feeling amazing. At the end of lap 18, I finally had to come in. It looks like there are a few other teams expecting their drivers. Oh, and I stopped short. That's embarrassing and loses me at least 2 seconds, if not more. I'm such a noob sometimes, and by sometimes I mean always. We're off the Jackson on our way, a pretty decent stop there, and Justin Wilson is now coming around. This is for 8th place, the bottom scoring position. This is quite intense. Let's hope I can keep it together. And he's now right on my gearbox as I just about managed to exit in front of him. That really was intense, but we are in 8th, which is nice, and I'm going to try and aim for a podium finish. It's not going to be easy, but with a few more pit stops from the AI, I might just be able to pull it off. Lap 19 and I was chasing after Ralf Schumacher. I take too much of the inside curb there, which is a very bad idea in most cases. Luckily, I was able to save it, just about, but I lost a lot of time as well, which is not what I need right now. Lap 23 and I'm chasing after Alonso, and I go wide on the exit of this chicane, allowing Michael Schumacher to overtake me. Thankfully, I was able to respond quickly to that, and I regained my lost position, which was 7th. Lap 24 and I'm now in 6th, courtesy of AI pitting. And there seems to be an incident somewhere on the track, so let's have a look. And here we have Jarno Trulli in his Mile 7 Renault. He's coming into the Adelaide hairpin when his engine starts letting out smoke, and he drives straight on and into the wall. Whoa, whoa, what is this? Jarno Trulli flung himself across the track. Let's see that from on board, shall we? Fair bit of warning, this might induce some motion sickness, so feel free to skip ahead if you're sensitive to that sort of thing. You have been warned. So here is Trulli coming into the Adelaide hairpin. His engine gives up. It actually looks like he was carrying way too much speed into the hairpin, hits the wall, that causes some sort of a glitch, and the car is now flying through the air. Rip Trulli. That was quite interesting. Who said that glitches can't be fun? They can be, even in racing sims, especially if it doesn't happen to you. Anyway, let's get on with our race. Lap 31, I'm now 4th, and I have a feeling that this is where I will finish. And I nearly lost the car through that chicane. I sure made quite a few mistakes during this race. But anyway, we are now coming around the final few corners of the race. Alonso wins the race, Heidfeld is 2nd, Raikkonen is 3rd, and I will finish a very respectable 4th. I was not expecting to do this well, not on this circuit anyway. While I do enjoy driving around it, I'm not very good at it because I don't practice too much on it. But despite that, this was a pretty good race in my opinion. Plus, the car felt a whole lot better than last time. It felt more responsive, which is probably one of the reasons I did so well today. Anyway, enough of my ramblings, and let's have a look at the standings. Unintentional rhyme there is unintentional.
After that fantastic French Grand Prix, let's take a look at the final results. Alonso first, Nick Heidfeld second, Kimi Raikkonen third, the Toyota driver fourth, Button fifth, Fisichella sixth. With the results confirmed, it's high time we updated the Drivers' Championship. Montoya extends his lead at the top of the Drivers' Championship.
Montoya leads the Drivers' Championship with 42 points, Coulthard is second with 37 points, we move up into third with 36 points, position which we share with Fernando Alonso. In fourth, we have Michael Schumacher with 34 points. Raikkonen and Damata share fifth with 32 points. Ralf Schumacher is sixth with 20 points. Heidfeld seventh with 17 points. In eighth, we have Furman with 16 points. Villeneuve ninth with 15 points. In 10th, we have Wilson with 14 points. 11th, Button with 11 points. Webber is 12th with 9 points. Fisichella and Verstappen share 13th with 6 points. Frentzen and Pizzonia share 14th with 5 points. And Barrichello is 15th with 2 points.
McLaren continue to lead the Constructors' Championship. Toyota are second, followed by the third-placed Williams.
McLaren lead the Constructors' Championship with 69 points. Our team is second with 68 points. Williams are third with 62 points. Ferrari and Renault share fourth with 36 points. In sixth, we have BAR with 26 points. Sauber and Jordan share sixth with 22 points. Minardi are seventh with 20 points. And Jaguar are eighth with 14 points. This was a very welcome change after the disaster that was the European Grand Prix. I really couldn't have asked for a better finishing position. Yes, I did say after the pits that my aim was a podium finish, but I realized quickly that that wasn't going to happen. And besides, fourth is just outside the podiums, so it's still a pretty darn good achievement. Anyway, our next race takes us to the British Isles, which is kind of our home race, so we need to do well there. But until then, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, stay sharp.